Hello, roundtablers. It's another week of the greatest podcast this side of the Himalaya. It's time for the U.S. Roundtable. And as always, I'm never alone. I am your boy, Trip J, the three-pointer, because there's not a shot that I ain't afraid to take. I'm always with my peoples, my boy, my man, Travesty, your majesty. What's up, Trav?
Yeah, I'm good. What's up, everyone? I hope everybody's doing all right out there.
You know what I'm saying? And PDG, the polite pizm. What's up?
What's happening? Yo, what's happening? All right.
Our favorite millennial will be on a little later, but we have two special guests, and I'm going to let PDG introduce them because I'm trying to see out who they is.
All right. Thanks, Trip. Starting off with Naomi Sams. She is a commercial fashion model and content creator, and one of the most hardworking model/content creators in the industry. Naomi, take a bow.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. A pleasure to be here. Nice to meet you.
All right.
Ooh.
And then on the other side, we have the founder of Chat with Miss Hollywood herself, and she's also the founder of the I Am Beautiful campaign. Miss Hollywood, welcome. Take a bow.
Hello, everyone. I'm so glad to be here on the U.S. Roundtable. My name is Hollywood, and do not forget the Miss.
Ooh.
Heard that right.
I gotta say one thing. Yo, Pete, when you do that thing, yeah, it reminds me of the AK. Don't the AKA girls do that?
Oh, they go the ski wee.
Yeah. You gotta come up. Yeah, go like this. Cause that, yeah.
Well, remember, I'm the polite pimp. You know, I mean,
yeah, but that's the AKA thing. It's just,
yeah. Listen, I'm not a member. I don't know anything about AKA.
Damn sure not.
Khadijah, our favorite millennial, is in.
Long time no see.
Okay. I can hear her.
Well,
I can't see her.
There she is. Oh, there she is.
And our mascot.
And the mascot just jumped all up in my face. I'm starting to think they just like cameras.
Oh, she got the Angela Davis fro. Ungawa,
Yes,
Black Power.
I mean, it is Black History Month.
You know,
Officially.
Yeah, it is.
That's
that is
right.
correct.
Well, before we hit the button, we were discussing the whole Tyree Nichols situation and how it affected us as, human beings. Me personally, I'm tired. I'm just tired. I'm so numb to the fact that, another Black man is gone, and for what reason? And what really, really, really just fries my rice is being on social media and listening to the others talk about, oh, he should have complied. Why did he run? And I'm like, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. If 5 police officers, 6, run up on your car, open up your door, and snatch you out.
Yes.
That is not a traffic stop. That's a hit. You know what I'm saying? They purposely went after that young man and beat on him. Now, who on this panel is going to sit there and let people just beat on him?
Right.
None of us.
None of us.
The first opportunity you get to get away from them, you're going to do it. But then I learned something, that the police have this lingo of stop resisting while they're bending your arm in a direction that it's not supposed to go, which is going to make you do what? That's going to make you fight back because it hurts.
Right.
And then the whole time they coming up with their whole story. Oh, he reached for the gun. And maybe he was on something. I'm like, buddy was 150 pounds soaking wet. And it was 6 officers. And they just beat that boy to a pulp. And the fact that they look like me infuriates me even more. And I just, my solution, fight back. gonna have to fight back.
Mm.
I don't think we should have
Take that
stopped.
fight back how you want to, but fight back.
Yeah, I agree. I don't understand why we stopped during Black Lives Matter. It's like Black Lives Matter got painted on the ground and everybody just got silent. And it's funny because I mean, you paint something in the ground, it's great, but how many of, I don't know, in all you guys' areas had that it's already faded away. It's like it never even happened.
Well, see, I'm all for the movement, the organization.
Yeah.
But the movement itself, I'm down with that.
Stop at that point. Like, why did any like you can ditch one and still keep going for whatever cause? So I don't get it.
But now here's something interesting. I was on TikTok, right? And I ran into this video of this old school dude, and his solution is severely radical. And I put a big old heart on it because he said, if you kill my son, I'm not gonna go on TV and I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna fuss, I'm not gonna cuss. I'm just gonna quietly bury my child, and then I'm gonna come find you and kill you.
That would be my thought. That's what I
he's
would
like,
do.
he's
I'm
going to
being
avenge
honest.
it. And I was like, you know what? I agree. Eye for an eye. You know, it's gotten to that point where it's just enough is enough.
Right.
You know, there
It's
were
been enough, but it's been enough. And I asked someone the other day, eye for an eye, isn't it eye for an eye? And they replied to me that it's not meant in that way, meaning that, oh, well, somebody killed my child, so then I should be able to go and kill them, because that is exactly how I am ready to respond.
Well, you know what? It's the vendetta. That's really what it is. It's a vendetta, and people are basically taking to it and handling it their own way. You know, it goes back to a mob mentality. Don't call the police. We'll take care of it. We'll get them. Hit them twice as hard as they hit you. I mean, that's
because the police are not doing anything. No. And the community, we grieve for a minute, we march, we shoot off balloons in the air, and then boom, we're right back to the BS. So it's like nothing
till the next thing happens. And we're mad again. Talk about it. Repeats over and over again.
I have 3 sons. I have 2 grandsons. I have a husband. Listen, I'm coming for mine if you take anything of mine. So y'all just have to put me in jail. Y'all got to do what y'all got to do. But you not getting away with getting one up on me with mine. I'm not losing none of mine without somebody else losing some of theirs. I'm sorry. Just not
happening. How do you feel?
It's going to start happening. It's going to start happening where people aren't going to even wait anymore. It might come to the point where people might start the lynch mob again. They might raid the jail. They might pull the guy out and take care of it that way. Who knows what's going to happen?
Right.
But it's definitely people are definitely reaching the boiling point. No doubt about that. And Trip, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Trip. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was going to see how Naomi felt about it. You know, she's on the panel.
No, I'm honestly just listening to everybody's perspective because I also am part of a minority.
Of course, yeah.
But of course, I don't feel like it's my place to really like I cannot voice opinions when it's obviously I feel for the community, the Black community, the African American community, because at the end of the day, we're all human, right? So just at a human level, you feel the sadness, you feel the hopelessness, and that comes from, you know, seeing this happening over and over again. But I think I just kind of came to understand that sometimes all you can do is listen because really what else can I do? I can listen and try to be a good ally whenever I can. But just adding more noise to it, like coming from me, really doesn't really help unless that I can actually do something. If it's a listening ear or helping in any way that I'm approached to, you know, that people ask me, hey, you can help this way. you can, use your platform for this message or whatever, I would do it. Otherwise, I feel like sometimes just, I don't know, I feel like people jump in the bandwagon trying to trying to show face every time that something happens. And it's like, it doesn't even pertain you really, because, I don't know. I tried when it was like during the pandemic, when George Floyd thing happened and all that.
Mhm.
I learned a lot from my friends, my African American friends that I had here. A lot of things that I thought I knew, I didn't. It was just the tip of the iceberg. I learned a lot. I went out to protest. I did everything I could as a friend. And I think that's all I can do.
Support.
It's like when
Absolutely.
somebody's like grieving, or if somebody's sad or depressed, the worst thing that you can say is like, everything is gonna be okay. It's like so dismissive, right?
Yes.
Or like trying to give advice when it's not even asked of you. Like, just listen, and if somebody comes to you asking for help, then you do whatever you can to help.
Absolutely.
Understood.
Support is key. Support
Yeah.
is key. Totally.
Now,
Totally.
I got a question for the whole panel, because this is something I thought of, and I was shocked by what I found about me. How many on this panel has ever called the police for help?
Mm,
You have? I've never,
No.
I
never.
haven't either, to be honest, and I
It's
never
been
thought
a long
about that.
time. It's been a long time. In the past, I have.
I haven't.
I've never called the police, like for I need your help, or threaten somebody with, I'm gonna call the cops on you. Never. Because
The only time I did that was when somebody got run over, and I just dialed 911 and everybody came. But the cops in
Oh,
general,
that's yeah.
because
Yeah.
they come after the fact.
Yeah.
After the crime has already been committed.
Mhm.
And I'm like, what are you gonna do now? If somebody
I'm
steals
gonna
my
write a
car,
report. No.
yeah, and then nothing. So I'm like, I don't put myself in those positions to where I need to call the cops. But I'm just saying, if something were to happen, I would think twice about it. I'd be like, okay, if I call them, what could happen? And that's a bad thing. And I don't even I speed, but I selectively speed in areas that I know I can get away with it. Because I don't even want to get pulled over by the cops. Because the first thing I'm gonna do is Facebook Live. Boop.
Yeah.
I'm going straight to my phone and boop.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
like,
what you got to do. Everybody should
But
do
you
that.
know what? That's still not going to help. But it's good that you do it. But we have the Facebook Live proof of everything with that dude back in 2016. Remember?
mhm.
Oh, the
In
one who
front
got
of his
shot.
daughter. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, that's something you can do. But once again, still not going to help anything.
Yeah.
Well,
Where's
I don't know what
Khadijah?
She's there.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Well,
Well,
I don't see your face on my screen. It shuffles.
Didn't pop up.
Okay, there you go.
well, you know what? On a different note, let's chit chat quickly about chatting with Miss Hollywood. Miss Hollywood, why don't you give us a rundown as to what's going on with that?
So I am the host and the founder of the online talk show, The Chat with Miss Hollywood, that you can find right now on Facebook. I will be bringing it to Instagram and YouTube soon. So what The Chat with Miss Hollywood is basically an online talk show where I talk to everyday people about real life stories, their personal stories. Just this past week, I had a chat with the young lady. You might have all seen her on the ID channel. Evil Lives Here. Her story is riveting, and she was purposely infected with HIV from her boyfriend at that time, and left to pretty much die as he watched her slowly dying of this disease, pretending to act like he didn't know what it was. So that's some of the stuff that I do, just telling real life stories. I also created a campaign. It is called the I Am Beautiful campaign. The purpose of, the mission behind the I Am Beautiful campaign is for people to recognize something beautiful within themselves and to record a short 60-second or longer video, just explaining what they feel is beautiful about them. And in turn, I hope that by them sharing that video, that they will help and inspire and encourage someone else who does not feel that they have any beautiful attributes. That person used to be me.
Mm.
So that's how I came up with that. I was bullied, I was molested, abused when I was young. And I just honestly didn't feel like I had anything beautiful about me. It's a new day. And I know that I am everything beautiful. I love my skin, the skin that I'm in, and I love everything about me. So the I Am Beautiful campaign is near and dear to me because I just want everyone to recognize that you do have something beautiful within you. Within you.
Well, all
What-
right.
Awesome.
That's nice.
Yes.
So, okay, so how many of us are gonna go ahead and do that 60-second video and send it to Miss Hollywood?
I would love that.
But to talk about how beautiful I am.
This is for no. It's not about physical beauty. It's about inner beauty.
Inner beauty.
Oh, inner beauty.
And it is
Yeah.
for men. It is for children. It is for, I invited the trans community. I invited everybody because everybody has something beautiful in them, and we get judged for everything. We get torn down for everything. And then we get all weird and, you feel like ugly. Because I'm telling you, this is what I grew up with. Feeling ugly, being bullied, beat up, molested, all those things all together. It's just, it tore me down in every way. So here I am today, comfortable and confident in myself. And that is why I am Hollywood, and do not forget the Miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Go ahead, Naomi.
No, so I was just thinking out loud. That was amazing. Yeah, I love that.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, that is beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you. See, that is beautiful. Do you see what you just said though? That, not me, just what I said and how confident I am now
Yeah.
in myself. And I would never have been this way before. Or maybe I had it all along, and maybe the people that were bullying me saw something in me that maybe they didn't see themselves, but I didn't see in myself either, because you're constantly being torn down. You don't get the opportunity to really like see yourself because of the hurt that you're dealing with and the pain. I mean, I dealt with so much pain that I inflicted pain on others as well because of the pain that I was put through. I'm a
Hurt
better
people,
person.
hurt people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hurt people, but I no longer hurt people. So I try to help people and lift, encourage, and inspire. And that is what the chat with Miss Hollywood is all about.
Well, all right.
Well,
That's
I'm
definitely well needed. Yeah.
Oh. Go ahead, Trev.
No, that's it. I was just going to say that it's a well needed thing for people that, feel not too confident about themselves, to have someone to talk to,
Yeah.
express themselves. And that's definitely a good system you got going on there.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So
Yeah.
let me ask you this: Have you ever gotten anything really funky sent over to you?
As far as what?
Could be something freaky. Anybody ever send anything like that to you?
They do all the time.
Well, we should compare, because you wouldn't believe some of the things that we get sent to us.
Well, we can't compare now because I usually block and delete everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't even give them, like, I don't let it fester in my DMs at all. Like, you don't have a space here. I'm sorry, I don't need to see your junk. And, I'm good, okay? And if that's the case, plug, if they want to date, I have also a space a segment on my show called The Hollywood Connection, where I play matchmaker. So I am looking for singles right now that want to join the show for The Hollywood Connection. And at the end of it, whoever wins will get a candlelit dinner by my co-host, K. Chef Bell. He was on the Food Network. He's a celebrity and he's all down with. So listen, any of y'all single people, holler at your girl, because listen, not you.
Well, that
You might
that
want to
leaves
put
me
the
out.
information again out there, so people know where to find that again, because everything sounds like you got everything across the board that people might need.
I'm
You know
really
what?
trying.
Wait, before you do that, I have a question for you. Do you actually help people find new love if they're stuck in old love?
If they want to get out of that old love, that's going to be up to them. I'm not trying to get
Yeah,
into no
she's
fights
not
and
trying to
between
break
no
no
bull
one up.
crap. Okay, you got to
I'm
get
not trying
out of
to
it.
break up anybody.
Yes, I want singles, unattached, no drama, no baggage, no BS, none of that. Because y'all got to sign a waiver and all that. Y'all not putting me in that.
Oh, there it is. There it
Yeah,
is. Yes.
so yeah,
You gotta get that waiver.
she's on top of it. She's on top of it. She don't want to be blamed for nothing.
No,
No breaking up homes, and when she was on that show, then you got a bad
Right?
rap and all this stuff because they messed up. You don't
Exactly.
need that. You don't need that.
Exactly. Nope.
Let me ask you that. Okay, let me ask you this. Has anybody ever tried to like pay you to be matched up with a specific person?
Yeah, me.
Oh, oh.
Low lights.
I mean, this is what they say. They're in my inbox. Okay, let me give you a for instance. Just yesterday, I posted something. I was at Penn. My son spoke at University of Penn, and I went with him. I took a picture. Someone commented on my picture, "Oh my God, I love your breasts. They're full of milk."
Wow.
Oh my God. That doesn't
I
even.
mean,
That's not how it works.
thank you,
She said that's
thank
not-
you. I'm just like, I mean, they come at me. So I know they gotta come at you. They come
Wow.
directly at me.
Well,
Wow.
I know for a fact that brother ain't got nothing wrong with his vision. And not at all, baby boy. That's
Oh my
he can
Lord.
see. He can see. 'Cause
Some things should be kept to yourself.
Yeah, that's not a good line right there to be trying to. Nah.
nah,
I don't think that line will work on anybody.
Thank you. It
honestly,
is.
I don't think he was trying for it to work. He just wanted to get it out.
And I just got his
Say it.
ass out.
Oh
There you
my
go.
God, no.
Yeah. You gotta be smooth with it when you be like, you have beautiful eyes. Very nice eyes.
But the eyes
Thank
are up
you.
here. The eyes are
Yeah,
up here, sir.
well,
I
got
just
nice eyes.
I don't know. People are just crazy, but listen, I understand that where I'm going, it comes with the territory. I would rather not, have people say anything to me because that means there's something wrong with me. But yeah, like, I don't know. I always tell people, shoot your shot, but be respectful.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you know what? I got a question. I got a question for Naomi. Naomi, when you're doing a shoot or whenever you're doing any type of content creation, what's some of the craziest lines you've heard?
Well, really not when I'm working, because whenever I'm working, like everybody keeps it really professional, honestly, I can say that it's been a long time that nothing inappropriate tries to be sent my way at a workplace. Like it was in the beginning when I was trying to, in the beginning when I was trying to network and look for opportunities, because they sense it, they feel it, they know that you're younger, inexperienced, and people in power and people that can, have the plug. They know that there are people that are hungry enough for an opportunity, they will do anything. So you hear all kinds of proposals, yeah, but it's been a long time. Yeah. And also it depends kind of how you carry yourself. Like if you have that predisposition, like if people sense that energy about you too, that they can come to you that way, I think, yeah, they will take advantage of it. But it depends on your demeanor. If you are, very, I'm here to work and, keep it respectful. I think that for the most part, people will like send the same energy back. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was expecting the worst. Like, oh, this guy once said this to me. This photographer I want to be. Wow.
Not at work, because they can get sued. They have to behave. But if I'm shooting something by myself on the street, that's another thing.
All
Yeah.
right. So there's the
Yeah.
all right. So there's the meat right there. Okay. So what?
Well, you said if no. If I am shooting, like sometimes we have to shoot our content ourselves, like go out with a tripod or put our cell phone somewhere on the street and like shoot our own content or whatever. Yeah. Like people will like walk by and try to like talk to you and, you know, say some crazy stuff and like hit on you while you're like, I'm like, I'm working, sir. Like, I know that it looks like I'm just having fun with my cell phone, but it's work. So keep it moving. It happened today when I was on my way home. I wasn't working, but these guys, like, they don't understand the you know, the hint. Like, you're trying to like keep it moving. I'm not interested. The guy is just like, oh my God, it was so annoying. Like, I'm sorry, but if you already expressed, I'm not interested. I even dropped the line, I have a boyfriend, you know, because I'm like, sometimes you think that's gonna work and they'll be like, oh, okay. No,
you gotta tell them
the
you got
guy
a
was like,
boyfriend and a girlfriend.
We could just be friends.
That ain't gonna work either.
the guy was like, oh, okay,
That
of
might not
course you
work.
do. And he's like, of course you do. And then he said, but you're not married, right? And I'm like, no.
Naomi,
Obviously, I'm not married, you know. I'm like, no. And he
Naomi,
said, you have no kids, right? And I was like, no. And he's like, okay, maybe we can be friends. And if he messes up, then, you know. And I'm like,
Naomi.
he's not going to.
Naomi,
He's not going to, because he's in my imagination and he's my Prince Charming. He's not going to.
Naomi, I got something for you. Trust me, because
Advice.
yes, all you got to do now. All right, the next time a man that you are not interested in comes up and wants to talk to you, and you're not interested, you tell him you got a boyfriend. Hold on. They're gonna say, what that got to do with me? Can we still be friends? And you could be like, yeah, if you like getting pegged. You have to disgust a man. You hear me? You have to
I'm
tell him
sorry.
tell him you like to peg him. Tell him you got a dildo this big, and that did you want to lube it up and put it right in his stinky hole and see what he say. And if he say sure, just get even nastier. You got to disgust him.
Look.
You know, you got to tell him, listen here, you could take your funky spunk. I like to put it back in your mouth.
No.
You got
I wouldn't be able to say these things, first of all.
I would.
And second,
I'm telling you.
First, I wouldn't be able to say it with a straight face. I couldn't say the whole script. I could say the first 2-3 words and then I would bust out laughing. And second, I live in Manhattan. Like, this is the capital of the freaks. Okay, like if I say that, they might fall in love with me, and
You
it's
know what?
counterproductive.
That's what I'm about to say. It might backfire. It might
Tell
be
him you want to fist him
nowadays.
You know what? She's right,
They
though. She's right.
might
right.
propose to me right then and there. I can't
very
risk it.
true.
Yeah, Trip,
That's
that might
very true.
backfire. It might backfire. This is not our time. This is a new
I
time.
tried
now.
before. Listen,
2023.
before I used to go out with my friends, with my best friend, a best friend that I had a few years ago. We used to go out, always her and I, and we always had this pact. We're going out together. We're coming back together. We're never like leaving the other one behind.
Yes.
There's not a guy that is gonna like, oh yeah, I see you tomorrow. No. Like, you can take my number and take me on a date another day, whatever. But we were always together, right? We're going home together, everything. So we started doing this. Like, we will get hit on. And my friend was really, really beautiful. I mean, she still is. But she was, you know, at the time, like single, no kids, whatever. Her body was banging, you know, like, yeah, a little bit older than me too. So, you know, she was like, you know, we will go out, get a lot of attention or whatever. And every once in a while, we would come across a guy that would not leave us alone. And we would just start, you know, joking around like, oh yeah, sorry, we're together. And we'll hold hands and act like, you know, whatever.
That ain't
Oh
gonna
my God. No, it worked. It worked like the first handful of times. After that, it was their dream come true.
exactly.
Oh my God. I was like, that's when I understood, like, no, I guess the freakier you say that you are, or the craziest things that you say, the more it backfires.
You
So,
can't win, girl.
You can win.
Well, you know what? Really quickly, because I'm just going back to about the whole pegging situation, because I saw something on the subway that was very similar to that, where the woman was
Pegging?
literally not on the subway, but well, here's the story. just a quick aside. I was on the subway, and this guy just wouldn't leave this woman alone. So finally, she said, "You know, listen, I'm really into pegging, and if you don't mind being pegged, then I'm down." And he goes, "Well, just as long as it's only you doing the pegging." And then she was totally without words after that. So pegging doesn't work anymore because
Oh no, you got to have a whole list, because if you go from pegging, they say okay, and then you be like, well, you know what I'm saying, I like to feed you your own kids. If that don't work, then like, do you like bukkake? You like
Okay, wait a
bukkake?
minute. I just need to ask this question. When did this term pagan come about? Because I've never heard nobody use this term.
That's an old porn term.
I mean, I know what it is, but I just never really heard nobody say it. I'm not,
I
you
think
know.
next time I'm just gonna say like I'm into pulling people's nails out or something.
Nah, you got to get disgusting. I'm talking
Nah,
about
it's-
bukkake.
That is
You tell-
cute. I
listen,
think they will be into
Oh,
that.
man,
It's,
that's
it's,
Google
it's never
bukkake.
going to happen. It's never going to happen because,
I don't know
and Miss Hollywood, you can definitely attest to this. If you are a beautiful woman, no matter what you say, there's going to be some freak that's going to be like, "Oh yeah, I'm totally down for that." Even if he or she these days are not, they're going to say they're going to keep going until they wear you down. It's rough. I see it on the subway all the time. You know,
Yeah.
women trying to get to work. It's
Then
unreal.
you just then you know what you say? Be like, well, then your nasty ass need to go on. Just give me your number, nasty ass. Take their number, right? Don't give them yours. Send them on their way. Make them feel like they accomplished
But
something.
that's hard to do with the cell phone age, because you know they're gonna be like, call it right now, so I can, you know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
Can't
Yes,
do that
they
anymore
do.
either.
Yes,
then
they
that's
do.
but then you
But for me,
got to be quick.
And I'll lock you in.
for me, when I'm out in the streets, I have been told that I look very unapproachable. I'm very intimidating.
Wow.
Believe
Are
it
you
or not.
tall?
I'm almost 5'10".
Okay.
Okay.
Flat-footed?
No,
I am flat-footed.
I'm talking about like with no
I'm
heels.
No, he
pigeon-toed.
said what he means with no heel.
I'm pigeon-toed. I'm
No,
not.
no. He means you 5'10" flat foot, meaning no heels, none of that.
No heels.
No, I know exactly what he meant. Yes, but I'm just saying I'm
Taller
5'10".
than you,
No
Pete.
heels, no nothing.
And you have flat feet? Is that what you're saying?
I do have flat feet. I
No,
do.
all right. Oh, she really has flat feet.
But yeah, like they said that, oh, she's so intimidating. Oh, you look like you'll chew somebody's head off. I'm the sweetest person, but I will. Yeah. Anyway, let me stop.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what?
Khadijah, how do you deal with it?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask.
Well,
Khadijah, how are you dealing with that stalker? Is he still stalking you on the train?
What?
Oh, well,
Following
stop.
you into the wine store.
No, as a guy I always see on the train on my way back from work. Usually, I haven't seen him lately, but simply I've just been switching the trains I take home.
Mind
Like,
you,
which
Herb
is-
is the man that's too old. He's an old dude.
Yeah, he's older guy.
Wow.
We don't know how old though. That's the thing, because he might
I
be
said it's
our
probably
age.
our age, but you know, to her that's still.
I don't know, man. He seems older.
She wants to be respectful of us, but she's probably our age, to be honest.
Nah, you'd be surprised.
If he's older than us, then that's really bad. Oh man.
Well, you
that
know,
is
Well,
something that sucks.
I
Sorry.
simply think that I don't really deal with it much anymore, because if I have to be dressed or look a specific way, I probably don't, because I've noticed that it's just kind of easier to live that way, and my job makes it easy too, because I do mannequins all day, so dressing comfortably, it just, one, I can do that. I don't have to be dressed up, and two, I just learned that I get into a lot more trouble when I do put myself together a certain way, and I rather not. Even when I go to clubs, like the specific clubs I go to, I don't like to go to clubs where it's like when there's a dress code. Like if you have to look a certain way, wear dress or heels or whatever, I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not doing it. I feel like it's just so much tougher to like just try to chill, be yourself, and have a good time.
Right.
So
So
I
just
think-
come as you are is what you like, right?
yeah, very
Believe
much.
it or not, I do too, Khadijah. I know that some places do require you to dress a certain way, but if it was up to me, girl, listen, I would take all this off and wear some sweatpants, some leggings, some long socks. I'm telling, and a hoodie or a t-shirt. Like, that's my life. I love that. I'm comfortable like that. But sometimes, you say Hollywood, you can't look like that.
Can't look like Compton if you Miss Hollywood.
No, it's true, but that's why I said I think like going hand in hand with what like how my lifestyle is, it works. I mean, once upon a time, I did, dress up a lot more and do a lot more things. Like I used to wake up and actually do my makeup every day. Then I'm like, this is exhausting, and I don't like any of y'all guys anyway. So what am I? Like, every once in a while, obviously, I'll do things for myself, but nah, most of the time, you probably catch me like this at this point.
Well, let me say one thing.
And this is these millennial men. I'm not even trying anymore. I just throw the whole group away.
Millennial man.
She said throw the whole group away. I have come up with
just
something that I like to say, and this is not against you, Khadijah, or like anybody, but it was something for me. Basically, I was doing a couple of shows and I had on shorts and just dressed any old kind of way. And I just felt like I came up with the term, I wanted to dress my worth, because I wanted to present myself in a way that I wanted my viewers to take me seriously, and how I wanted to be, how I wanted people to take me. So ever since then, I dress up every time I do my show, and I want to feel good about myself, even though I will feel fine in shorts or a t-shirt. I just, because of my name and what I wanted to carry, the weight that I wanted to carry, I have to dress a certain way.
Yeah.
And that's just, that's just me, like on a personal level for my show and my likeness and what I'm trying to do.
That's part of your brand at that
Shit, I
point.
come on here looking like
Your
a
brand,
bum.
you are like rather be.
Sorry.
But isn't that like I just thinking,
What
I
happened?
just, I know I was just like thinking, I was listening to both of you give your points of view, and I was just thinking, like, isn't it sad though that like women still have to worry about, like, oh yeah, but like if I dress this way or if I look this way, there must be consequences, like, it might affect me in the wrong way, like stepping out into the world like that. And it's like super annoying. At the same time, it's like, if you are comfortable, you should be able to do whatever makes you feel comfortable, right? At the end of the day, people are disgusting out there, and honestly, like, you can go out wearing like a garbage bag and still there's somebody going to be like trying, like,
Did you get that bag?
Absolutely, you can with a bag over your head.
Yeah.
They'll
When
find
you're
you.
attractive, it's a beauty and a curse.
Look,
Yeah.
If you look like a sea donkey and nobody was talking to you, then that's a problem.
right. But like, either way, like, I feel like at the end of the day, you should be able to wear whatever makes you feel comfortable. If you feel comfortable doing your makeup every day, do it. If you feel comfortable wearing shorts every day, do it, right? Like, at the end of the day, you look as good as what you feel like inside, right? Like, because the confidence doesn't really come from like, like wearing something nice or whatever can make you feel a little bit like, oh yeah, like on the outside. But if in the inside you don't really feel that you are that, you're not going to give that vibe. Like,
Well, I'm glad that
uncomfortable.
I'm glad that's not me,
uncomfortable because that's not really how you're feeling. So like, you're always going to do your best.
I feel good inside, but wearing something sexy, that just elevates it and makes it good. So that's why I said, yep, let me step it up a little bit, because I like looking like that and I like feeling like that, because I am quite sexy, I have to say. So I just put it out there. Hey, they like it, they don't. Some people probably still don't like it, but oh well.
That's why women today carry tasers just in case. Pepper spray, Never leave home without
my tasers.
Or you could, or go buy a dildo and keep it in your purse. Pull it out and be like, come on, let's go.
Until I drop it in the office, until I drop my purse in the office and that shit comes out flying. Excuse my friend.
Tell her that's a weapon. That is a weapon. That is a crumb bum deterrent. I'm trying to help y'all. I'm trying to get y'all the pointers. I'm a man. Trust me. I used to approach women every day, especially in Manhattan. I came up with all kind of opening lines. But, I was never the annoying one. I would just make you laugh. Once I made you laugh, you were doing this.
Oh
718.
my
I'm like,
gosh.
718.
yeah, 718-212. You know what I'm saying? I was undefeated in Manhattan. Sure. But I'm just letting y'all know, just sometimes it'll be like, I'm not interested. I'll be like, fuck away from me.
Mhm.
Right.
Ooh, but what another one that used to get me? If a woman, I went up to talk to her and she go, who's there?
Oh,
Oh my God.
I'm done. That
Someone
is the
would do
most,
that to you?
yes. They would sit there
Listen.
and talk and they be to it. I'm like,
Yep.
yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, you know
That's
what?
disgusting.
I'm not even gonna lie. That happened to me not too long ago, and I was having a conversation, and she was asking me about like a specific restaurant, and she blew a snot rocket out right there on the street while she was talking to me. Couldn't believe it.
Oh my God.
Well, it was a mistake though, right?
No, she said she basically she said excuse me. She went closed it, and she went.
No.
Oh, she meant to
Oh
do it.
my God. What?
I was
And
like,
this poor girl is eating.
I couldn't.
Nah, she's drinking sweet tea. That is sweet tea, right?
Oh my, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was right in Little Italy. It was right in Little Italy, and I was on my way to get the cannoli. She was asking me where Cafe Napoli was, and she said she was European. I guess they do that over in wherever she
no,
was.
they
They
don't.
might.
No, they
Oh, they
don't.
don't?
No, they
Oh,
don't.
okay.
No, they don't. That's just how she is.
I
I'm
didn't even know how to
telling you.
react to that. Luckily, it didn't hit my shoe, but it was close. If it hit my shoe, I might have had to take a swing. I got to be honest with you.
I'm telling you.
I got to be because that would just infuriate me. You know, but
That would infuriate me too. I'm not a
Yeah, that's nasty. That's just nasty.
I couldn't
It-
believe
it- the nastier, you'll deter. I'm talking about get somebody guy come up and he extend his hand, talk about nice to meet you, just dig in your butt real quick and be like, nice to meet you too. I guarantee you, he gonna be like, ooh,
Oh my God.
and pew, and you go on your way. You know your butt is clean, but he don't.
Yeah, well, okay. Here's the deal, Trip. Here's the deal. Let's say one of these ladies actually do that. Now you know the guy's a total freak if he takes the hand, takes
Oh,
a
if he
hand,
take
and
the
puts it under
hand, you
his
in trouble.
nose.
You in trouble.
Yeah, it's all over. He'd be like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Be like, God.
No,
Oh my God. Ugh.
like out here for women because anything in any direction could be dangerous, to be honest.
That's true.
I feel sorry for y'all.
All right, here's the trick.
Thank you.
This is the ultimate. If a man approaches you and you don't want to have you don't want to deal with it, hand him the card and say you're a deaf mute. Go with that.
You know, I have to say
But
though,
why would that stop anybody though?
Because
You can't hear him.
he can't communicate. He doesn't know sign language.
We don't
Yeah, but I think he'll still try to talk
that's
to
why
though. You know what I'm saying?
he'll start writing that shit.
Well, he'll write it down too.
Right.
But
So then
the
you
easiest
hand
way
him,
to do it is
would.
tell him, get the fuck out my face.
then you hand him the
No,
second
then you
card.
respond, I'm like, ooh, you a little feisty, huh?
You,
Like,
you hand him the second card, and you say, "I don't have time, but here's my number. It's the fake number on the card." There
But
you
then
go.
they gonna call
Then
it.
you should lead with that. And
Yeah,
stop going
but
through
so
it.
you can set up a Google Voice number that you never answer. That's all. Done.
I just remember.
I
I
gotta
just remember.
cards, carrying on me, making sure they're all in my bags, just because.
You don't want to be talked to. That's a lot, huh?
Then just do a Google Voice number and let
Yeah,
him
I'm
hear.
not doing no Google a damn thing. I'm gonna tell you right now, get the out my face,
I just
and that's it. I'm busy.
I just remember a meme I saw, I think yesterday or the day before, that said that if a guy asks you for your number, give him your ex's number, so he calls
Ooh.
your ex and your ex knows that you're getting boys out here.
Oh, that's a good comeback.
That's good.
Oh my God, that's a good one.
That is good. That is good.
Very
Can you
good.
imagine? That would be hilarious.
It was.
See, y'all got it
I'm
rough out
gonna
here.
use that from now on.
Unless Naomi, the ex decides to get back at you and actually give him your real number that you had.
Oh,
He might not, because
She's like, oh yeah,
exactly.
not her, but I got the number.
Nah, I don't think so.
no, I don't think so. I think it
I'm
would.
gonna try
You
that.
might
I'm
do that.
going to
Please
do that.
do. Please do. I really don't care for any of my exes to do that, but
Listen, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Here's what you can do. All of you could do this. Give them the U.S. Roundtable phone number. We have a phone number for U.S. Roundtable. Give them that number.
We do? I didn't even know that. I mean,
Yeah,
what's
we
the
got-
number?
We got a number for U.S. Roundtable. I'll flash it up on the screen. You know, I'll
Okay.
have it flash up on the screen. But
That's
yes,
hilarious.
you
What
can
are
give
the
that.
options when you call? Wait, I'm curious. I want to know more.
Let them call. What we'll do is we'll literally, this will be great. As a matter of fact, what we'll do is we'll take the phone call, we'll record the phone call, and then we'll play it for everybody on the next show. It'll be great. So just give the
That
phone
would be
number.
funny if that actually happened. but-
Yeah.
no, it's hilarious.
Yeah, that
It would be funny.
can't be that. On a different note, okay, so I guess we'll move on from discouraging men trying to pick up the ladies of the show today.
Mhm.
I got to tell you, I was in a store. I don't want to give them a plug, but I was in a store standing next to my wife, and I was holding a Black is Beautiful pillow, big pillow, said Black. Standing right next to her, and this woman came up to me. Are you two together? I mean, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I had to.
We needed to be conjoined at the hip.
That's what I'm saying. Are you two together? I was shocked. I was
She was ready to risk it all.
Ah.
I'm at a loss with that. Really, seriously.
Did
I
your
don't
wife?
even-
Did your wife notice?
Oh yeah. She was right there. She
What did
laughed.
she do?
She got a big kick out of it. She was just like, she didn't even pay any attention to it, because we do get that a lot. But I mean, I thought it would be kind of, out. Really, it's obvious. I'm holding a pillow that says Black is Beautiful. I'm standing right next to her, while we're waiting to pay for it. But anyway, I thought that was hysterical. That happened.
Well, I think does everyone know your wife is Black
Yeah.
on this panel? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know if they knew or not, because it might
I
not
didn't know.
understand. Yeah,
Well,
I was
that's
gonna say
it.
she might understand.
Black is beautiful. Black is beautiful. And I'm having a moment here right now, guys. I'm having a moment. You guys see me kind of going like this, and I'm doing like this. I'm having a moment. I'm trying to contain myself, but yes, I'm having a moment.
Okay.
So what's
Have
the
your
moment?
Go ahead. This is what the show is all about. Have your moment. Right on the show. Casual.
Okay, so for those of you that do not know, which none of you probably know, except for Petey, because I spoke to him at length. My sons, Black and Mobile, have the first Black-owned food delivery service in the U.S. We're in New York, we are in LA, we are in, 4 cities right now, but we're going to be expanding to about 4 or 5 more this year. And I just got some really good news. We're actually going to be we're probably gonna be doing a reality show on our family. So I have that coming up. Yes. So wouldn't that be cool to have, a segment on the U.S. Roundtable, and you guys are on reality TV with me?
Absolutely.
That would be
So cool.
I can see that.
far out.
And my son just sent me something. It's just a lot.
Congratulations.
Congrats. Yeah.
Thank
that's
you.
awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's a
that's-
lot going on. Like
That's
while I'm
another
on
great
this-
accomplishment. Yes.
Ooh,
And you know what?
thank you.
Everybody heard it here on the show. That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
You
That's
heard
what we
it
do
here
with the US Roundtable.
first on the U.S. Roundtable. Yes.
Yeah. On
Be sure
on
to
a
hit that
different
like
note,
button.
on it, yep. On a different note, I hate to be a downer, but is everybody familiar with the show Cobra Kai?
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
Heard of
Okay.
it, never watched it.
Oh yeah, I already
Well,
know.
I
Last
never
season.
watched it.
Yes, I'm very upset. And Travesty, I'm guessing you're going to be upset, but this is the
Yeah,
last.
the
This
last
is the
season.
last season. They're going. This is the final
No.
one. They're not going
Yeah.
to bring it back anymore.
Well, I had mixed feelings because I'm like you, Peter. I love it, but at the same time, it had to end somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because now
But
it's
it
getting to
just
the
started.
point. Well, this is what this season
Season
5 or 6. Yeah, this
Season
is season 6 coming up, and it has to end in some kind of way because now it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's
I
just
got
the
you.
ongoing thing of
Yeah. What's the
so-
next move,
yeah. So I think it probably does need to end it this season.
Oh,
I
no.
don't know. I was
But I,
was
will
hoping that-
miss it, of course. I loved it. I love the show. Love it.
Me too.
Yeah, I was hoping that maybe they
watch
could
it.
all go their separate ways, but maybe they could still continue with maybe a whole new generation of Cobra Kai, which would have been
And
huge.
who knows? They might end up doing that. They
I don't
might
know.
end
You
up
know what?
doing that.
You know what?
never know.
they tried to do that with Saved by the Bell. Remember, they had Saved by the Bell, the colleges, and then they had
Yeah.
Saved.
Oh gosh, it was horrible.
It was awful. Yeah.
That 90s show now. Remember that 70s show? Now there's that
That
90s show.
90s show. I've heard about that. I ain't watched that either.
Yeah, I heard about both of
I
them.
watched two.
I never watched that either. But yeah,
I watched Tubi movies.
He said I didn't watch that either.
But you know what though? They also had that 80s show which lasted about five weeks, and they canned that.
Yeah, they did. They did.
So, you know, on a happier note, and I was ecstatic when I heard this, Dr. Phil is retiring. Thank God.
I just saw that. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That guy's a menace. That guy's an absolute menace as well.
I never watched him either.
Yeah, me either.
He never practiced. He never practiced anything he preached. Let me tell you, that man is a liar. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's a happy note there. And the other happy note is that it's official that Tom Brady is retiring.
Yeah,
I
they've
know.
been
He
talking
lost
about it all
everything
damn
now.
day. Yeah.
Yep.
Goodbye,
That is
Tom
so
Brady.
sad.
I'll believe it when I see it. You know what
He's
I'm saying?
done.
I
He's
do think
done.
he's retiring, and I'm actually sad because I actually like him.
You
But
like Tom Brady? Okay.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
and I actually knew his wife, ex-wife, I think now, Giselle.
Giselle.
She was my girl crush forever.
Oh.
Like
Oh,
I've loved Giselle since I was a kid. I will almost cry every time I will see her on the Victoria's Secret fashion show.
yeah.
She was like, oh my God, to me, she was like a goddess, like incredible.
Okay.
And then they got together and I was like, oh my God. Like, I was like, that was like my couple, how you call that in English? Like my couple goals.
You,
You know?
yeah. Okay. Your power couple. Yeah.
No, because they were like, he's whether you like him or not, like it's amazing that he lasted this long at this age, you know,
That is
like,
true.
yeah, in that
And
sport,
actually
that's
still
so
could play
dangerous.
if he wanted to, but it's
Uh-huh.
time to
Right.
Right.
You know, here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing with Brady. With our luck, the Jets will probably take him, just like they've taken every other over-the-hill quarterback who can barely throw, so on and so forth. They'll probably
I
get him.
hope he retires this time and just
He
Yeah,
will.
just
yeah,
stay
He
stay
will
away.
retire. He will retire. Yeah.
Mhm.
What is sad though is that he stayed for a whole nother year. Like he could have retired at the height of his career, right?
Yeah.
And now he retired now like defeated because he didn't make it to this one. And now he
Mhm.
lost his marriage, his family, everything
Yeah.
because he couldn't walk away from it.
Right.
And at the end, it's like one more year that was not productive at all when it
Mm.
comes to football. And
Yeah.
now like his whole family is gone because he couldn't choose.
Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts.
she's
Hurts.
from Philly,
Because
Trip.
I'm from Philly. So Jalen Hurts.
You
Tom
know what?
Brady, who?
He hurt us, I'll tell you that much. He hurt them
Yeah.
damn Giants, and I'm still pissed
All right,
about
I'm about to color her face because I don't
Why
want to
you
hear
want
this
to cover
no
my
more.
face?
I don't want to hear this no Philly stuff. I
Oh,
don't want
I'm
to hear
so
no Philly
sorry.
stuff.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm coloring your face. That's it. The
Go
rest
for
of
it.
you stay. The rest of you stay. No, I'm coloring your face.
It's all
I'll tell
right,
what, though, I do not feel badly for Brady at all, regardless, even though he lost 250 million in the whole, cryptocurrency exchange or whatever.
Mhm.
You know what? Because he's going to get an ESPN contract that's going to make up for that.
For
for him.
sure.
No,
300
it's with
and something
CBS. It's with CBS.
Yeah.
Is it
What
CBS?
I think
It's
it's
CBS.
325 million, right?
Yeah, he gonna get paid,
Mhm.
but
Oh
yeah.
man, I mean all that money and no family.
Well, he still got his kids.
Thank you,
I mean,
Khadijah.
yeah,
I
but it's
mean, that's
Well,
the
you
way
He
he
know
got
what?
his kids.
He-
He can
Good
go
because
start
he
another
just-
family.
but listen, but he got
Three
he
hundred
got
some odd million. You could have 4 wives.
but he
Yeah.
has custody of the kids though, right?
He can pay
No.
women to leave.
His
Because
wife
now.
today
does?
on ESPN today, they said he's a single father.
I
Well,
mean,
that's the
that
same
means
thing
he
as
got the
me.
kids.
That would be like me. Same thing. He's just a
But you
divorced
mentioned-
father.
I'm saying to
He
me,
could- he
single
could-
father means you got the kids with you.
no, it just means that you're a parent and you are not currently married. You're just
And you
single
got
and you
kids.
have kids.
And
But
you got
having the
kids.
custody
Okay.
of the
Oh,
kids
yeah,
is another
I thought
thing.
they were
Four
saying they were
100
stuck with him. That's what I thought.
Giselle took them kids and hard ass, okay?
I'm
Period.
gonna have 2 wives
And she's
and a
richer than he
girlfriend.
is, so
Yes, she
bye.
is.
Oh.
You
But
just
you know what?
Yeah,
I'll
she
tell you
is.
what.
She is. I know she's got more money than him. Yeah.
Way
I'll
more.
tell you what, we are coming close to that magic time already, believe it or not. However, and I'm going to put my girl on the spot, Khadijah, our favorite millennial. Do we have a millennial report?
wow. No, but I would like to ask, do you non-millennials use your phones as much as millennials? Because I'm
I do.
shocked at this point.
I do.
Yeah. Oh, well, that makes sense because because everything that you do.
Well, yeah, plus my kids' business, Black and Mobile, is, of course, you have to download an app. And I also do customer service for them. So I do a lot of work on my phone and on my tablet and iPad. So I'm just constantly on something. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm just like a
Technology has
millennial, an old millennial.
Well, you know what? I have to be honest. I use my phone a lot too. And Travesty can attest because I'm always sending him text messages.
Yeah. And I don't use him a lot because he's always sending me messages. So yeah.
I'm always on some social media doing something.
Look, I can't lie. Yeah, I'll be on there, man.
I don't think I use it as much as a millennial though, because millennials really live and die by their cell phone.
Yeah.
I mean, they make livings
I'm
off
not.
it.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not like
a
one
lot.
of those people that
I thought about it on the
is
train
looking
because
at it all day long. That's not me.
a train full of people, everyone's pretty much looking down at their phone, and not everyone is a millennial. So it's kind of like I become curious, like, what are we all doing on our phones that no one's looking up, no one's looking out the window, everyone has headphones in. If I yell fire right now, most people die because they cannot hear me.
Oh, well, you know what? I'll tell you what I'm doing on the train, on the subway. I'm playing chess. I
Oh, I
downloaded.
love chess.
Yeah, I downloaded the chess
son.
app. I'm terrible at it. I stink, but I'm having fun.
Well, I think it's a little bit fascinated lately with that's the way each generation has been using technology. Because I look at my younger siblings, I look at myself, and I look at people older than me, and I'm like, like, I don't know.
I don't think that it's a millennial thing anymore. I just think that everything in the world is moving towards digital. That
Yeah,
is
that's
forcing
technology
people of all
generally
generations
better.
to go that way. Like we might not all use the phone for the same thing with the same apps or whatever, but we're all using it for something. So that's why we always see a phone. Like I just read that here the subway system, they're getting rid of metro cards. Everything is gonna be with the phone.
Yeah.
It's funny that you say that. It's funny that you say that. Here's the thing. They are getting rid of Metro cards, OMNY, Omni, whatever you want to call it. That is very true. But here's the funny thing. You ready for this? Omni's coming out with a card. So I don't know what the point of the Metro card is, but I'm getting rid of the Metro card when Omni itself, you can use the Omni card. So,
Right.
Interesting. But it still will but Omni is for what transportation?
for MTA.
Huh.
Yeah, the OMNY app.
At this point too, you can just
I
Interesting.
didn't know that either.
Yeah.
I live in Texas. We're iced in. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
Oh yeah, I heard y'all had some snow down
He's
there.
like, I drive. I don't
Or
care about
ice
it.
or whatever. Different.
Yeah, it's ice, bro. And when I
Yeah.
tell you, it's just like in Georgia. With any little flurries, they shut down everything. But see, here we had a sleet thunderstorm yesterday. It was
In Texas.
thundering and sleeting at the same time.
Now that's some weird
And the
apocalyptic
roads
stuff right
are
there.
iced.
this is
And I've been off of work for 2 days, and tomorrow is about to be 3.
Wow.
Wow.
Enjoy your newfound day off, your newfound vacation.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm not going to work.
Anyway,
All I do is wait for the
I'm going to
news.
work.
I told my wife, I said, I'm just waiting for them to say that one phrase. If you can stay home, stay home. WFAA said, I need to stay home. It's not safe.
Oh my God.
And I'm going to get back in the
Funny.
bed.
well, you know what? It's that magic time, everybody. And
Aww.
Yeah.
I know.
That was
I know.
fast.
What a wonderful show. What a wonderful
Another wonderful show, absolutely. And I want to thank both of our guests for coming on, Naomi Sams and Miss Hollywood. At this point, this is when we go ahead and we do the sign off, and this is where you can give your shout outs and everything else. Starting with Naomi, go ahead. The floor is yours.
Wait. I was like, okay, well, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. It was a pleasure to meet you all. This was very nice. I haven't done a podcast in a long time. Hope to be doing my own pretty soon, sometime this year, working on a few things. Hope to see you guys again. Hope you have a great rest of your week to talk to you again. And yeah, let's connect on social, stay in touch.
Where can they find you?
Yeah, where can they find you?
On Instagram at Naomi Soms, the same as is spelled on the screen, at Naomi SOMS. And yeah, let's connect, stay in touch, and hope this is not the last time we do this.
All right, fantastic.
All
All right, Miss Hollywood, you're up.
Miss Hollywood.
Listen, I want to say thank you guys so much for inviting me. I have had so much fun. This has actually been my first podcast outside of my show. So I want to just shout each and every one of you out for having me and taking time to listen to all of my shit. And also, I definitely want to shout out my sons, Black and Mobile, because they are doing big things. You guys are all getting ready to see like what we really bring in, okay? It's not just Miss Hollywood, but I have to say that my kids have been the inspiration behind me unleashing Miss Hollywood because of the connections and the passion that they've displayed, you know, through everything that they've gone through being Black and Mobile. They've helped me to unleash who I am, and I'm grateful to you, David and Aaron, for that. Your hustle and drive definitely is not going unnoticed by your mama here. So everybody go out, you can download the Black and Mobile app. You can follow Miss Hollywood on Instagram at Miss Hollywood with 4 L's in the Hollywood. You can follow me on my show on Facebook, The Chat with Miss Hollywood, or you can just go to Renee Whitley. I know that's a lot. But yeah, you can follow me on those socials. You can also follow me on YouTube, The Chat with Miss Hollywood. I'm everywhere. So
Okay.
yeah.
Gotta get all those together.
You're up,
All right.
Trip.
Well, hold on. I'm over here on Instagram on Miss Naomi Psalms page, and I gotta wipe my mouth a little bit because these pictures is nice.
Run, Miss Naomi. Run,
They
Naomi.
real nice. So if you get a
Thank
bunch
you.
of hearts, it's just from me. Okay,
Thank you, Trip.
it's just from me. Okay.
Really quickly, by
Yeah.
the way, Naomi, don't use the pegging routine because Trip's wise to that.
I won't use it because I won't be able to deliver it without laughing. So
Okay. Well, I want to thank our wonderful guests for coming to hang out with us, and I hope we do it again.
yeah.
Everybody, this is the winning season because we all gonna win. And my phrase for this year, another one is fight back. That's it. We need to fight back. And you can follow me on all social media at Trip J Comedy, just like it's spelled right there, comedy, on Instagram, Facebook. If you want to send me a friend request on Facebook, it's just Trip J, just like it's spelled.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, and you see that wonderful shirt that Petey got? Yeah, I made that because number8apparel.com is where I have my my apparel company. Cheap plug, you know what I'm saying? Go check out the website. That's no8apparel.com.
He got some
Amazing.
real nice stuff too for ladies too. Nice
Oh,
shirts,
yeah.
nice hoodies.
Okay,
Yeah.
do you make stuff like for my
Yes.
merchandise and stuff?
I can make shirts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hit me up. You gave a lot of that information. Just hit me up on Instagram or whatever, and we'll talk.
Yes.
Other than that, I'm throwing it over to Travesty. Wait, but hold on. Did Khadijah
Wait,
do it?
Khadijah, man. We gotta get Khadijah.
Millennial.
And we
Khadijah,
just chilling.
you got a cat in your butt, in your face? Okay.
And where I still don't have my t-shirt yet, actually.
Oh, I got the shirt. I just ain't made it yet. I'm gonna make it.
Oh, you slipping, Trip. Usually it's Pete that be slipping like
I
that.
got a little PDG-itis. I got a little PDG-itis.
You got another
Bad.
month to go before you reach that stage.
My bad. My bad. I promise
come
you.
on,
I'll be
Travis.
home. I'll be home tomorrow. I'm going to make it tomorrow, and I'm gonna put it in the mail when I go to work.
Yeah, because you're not going to work. The ice storm. So you got time to make it.
I had 2 days to make it, but we ain't gonna go there. Khadijah, on to you.
Good. Well, peace, love, and happiness to all you beautiful people. Welcome to February. With all this technology we got, I guess we can use them for reminders. Trip. Also, don't forget, I guess, add to that reminder list to make your cards for all the weirdos to say that you're mute and you gotta go. Bye.
This is a funny sign off right here.
I'm telling you, this is it. This is it. Well,
Right.
like Trip was saying, this is the shirt. If you could see it, here's the shirt right here. U.S. Roundtable. We'll have them for sale on our website. We're just waiting for the release date of the new and improved facelifted website. Anyway, I just want to thank both of our guests. Naomi, thank you so much for coming on. Miss Hollywood, thank you so much for coming on.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And feel free to reach out to me whenever. You have my number, and I'll give you the U.S. Roundtable number to give to any undesirable that's trying to get you.
That should be another that should be like another section of the show, just like all the unwanted people that we gave the number to.
Listen, I'm more than happy to do that. We'll
It should
play
be
it for
called
everybody.
like the reject section of
We could
Round
do that.
reject.
Everybody be safe out there. And that's pretty much it. You can find me at PDG Raw everywhere, on pretty much every platform with the exception of I don't know. I don't think I'm on TikTok and
Twitter.
Snapchat, but everything else I'm there. And that's pretty much it. Travesty, Your Majesty, over to you.
Yeah, I also would like to thank our guests for coming on. And for everybody else out there, you can find me on Instagram at Travesty Your Majesty. Okay, at Travesty Your Majesty. And I'm on Facebook, but that's my government name. But if you know, look, Travis Key, that's my name. Okay, K-E-Y.
Travis
There's no
Keys.
Key, K-E-Y, like the door. I'll just say it. K-E-Y, Key.
Really?
Yeah, that's my government. I'm not running from the cops like Trip is. You know what I'm
This
saying?
is, don't be saying my government name.
If I say his government name, he'll shoot me down. But yeah, that's it. Travis Key. That's who I am. Yes. But yes, on Instagram it's Travesty Your Majesty. And on that note, we have